Yo! How's it going, Hi Bye? Long time no see. Yo! How's it going, Deluxe? How's the year been treating you so far? I'm pretty good. Been busy. Been stuck on an endless feedback loop of doing private commission after private commission. it's the funny thing when you start telling your real life friends that you can draw and you take commissions, eventually it just becomes that for a while. Like after I finish one commission, they talk to another friend. It's like, hey, can you draw this one thing for me? It's like, all right, sure. I can do that. So yeah, that was basically my life for the past 4 months. Just doing commission after commission. And the bad thing about that is because it's private commissions, I can't really post it on my own gallery. But everybody's been happy with what I've done, so, you know, I feel good about it. Oh, and some good news. One of the people who actually commissioned me actually paid for animation software. In my case, it's Clip Studio Paint EX, so need to get back into learning how to do animation again, because now that I can just open up this little timeline thingy-majig. Where is it? Here it is. Look at that. Is that showing on the stream? Yes, no, maybe. Alright, right there. This giant timeline tablet. Tablet. Let's see if I remember how to do this. I saw like one tutorial on how to do a basic animation because the commissioner asked me to animate a YouTube intro for them, so I did. But like, I want to get into like the real hardcore animation stuff with, you know, smear frames and keyframes and all that. Because the last time I animated stuff was way back with Microsoft Paint and Movie Maker in middle school, so this is brand new territory for me. But that will be for next month. For now, I'm focusing on finishing whatever projects I have ongoing. Finally jumping back into Cataclysm Club, because I know I've been keeping everybody waiting on that for way too long. And trust me, I haven't stopped thinking about Cataclysm Club. I really want to get back into it. But for now, I'm just going to be doing random doodles today. I have this really silly idea with Helldivers 2, because I've been playing that a lot. And one of the emotes is a hug, so I'm just going to be drawing that. And you can probably place your bets on what character I'm going to be drawing with the emote hug. And plus, it's going to look like a really nice thumbnail, because I do want to start streaming Helldivers 2, maybe later today, if not today, tomorrow, because that'd be pretty fun. Just open up a lobby for anyone to join, hop in and play that. You really tired? Oh. Yeah, it's tricky. I thankfully have been able to fix my sleep schedule. It took a while, but I managed to do it. What's annoying is because I was so used to being a night owl, I'm not a morning person. I'm still not, even though I fixed my sleep schedule. I'm not a morning person, so I would wake up early in the morning and it's like, oh, I need to get started with my work, but I'm still trying to wake up. So what do? Well, why don't I play video games? And I would do it for like a couple hours, and I'm like, oh wait, I was supposed to do some work today. And then after I play something, it's like, oh, I don't feel like working. I just want to keep playing. I mean, that's the tricky thing about being in charge of your own hours. You gotta discipline yourself, so... Now that I got my sleep schedule on point, now everything else has to fall into place, so... Yeah, working out. Trying to work my way up slowly but surely to bench press 100 pounds. What's 100 pounds in kilograms? 100 divided by 2.205. Like, around the 50 or so kg. Sorry, I'm used to American units. Doing sit-ups because I want to get a six-pack going. Yeah, for the past year or so, I've been focusing on self-improvement because, you know, if I don't do it now, I'm never gonna do it. So that's how I motivate myself. I thought I would come and say hi because I can't stay. I have college work to do. Love you stuff. Bye-bye. Okay, well, best of luck on your college stuff. Serious business. I mean, even though I graduated years ago, I still have flashbacks to those times where I, like, forgot to study for a test or a quiz and it would just haunt me. Helldivers is fun, but I can never find anybody to play with. Like somebody from your friends list or just like random people, because I know it could be a little intimidating to be playing with random people online, but for a game like Helldivers 2, you don't really have much of a choice. I mean, I got lucky. One of the Discord servers I joined is like an old server that I joined because of a VTuber group, and yeah, I still play with folks on there. Highly recommend checking out GoGo Nippon's Discord. You can probably find their YouTube channel. I mean, they already retired, you know, graduated, but the Discord is still up, and that's like one of the best things about them. Like, it's a very nice community. We all get along. I know a lot of people keep asking me to, like, open up a Discord server, but I'm like, I'm good. It's too much responsibility. So I just end up just joining other people's servers because, you know, at least I don't have to worry about maintaining my own. Even after all this time, I still have the stream jitters. I'm just trying to warm up, even though this is technically supposed to be the main drawing. Whoops. I am glad Helldivers 2 does have cross-platform, though. Crossplay. Because we need all the help we can get. I mean, the only major gripe I have with Helldivers is their approach to balance. I hate how nerf-happy they are with a lot of the weapons in Helldivers 2. It's like, oh, this weapon's too overpowered. And it's like, really? It's a PvE game, dude. Like, you need to, like, boost up the other weapons instead of just nerfing the ones that are fun. And plus, you know, it's 4 versus the world. Like, you're outnumbered, you're outgunned. Like, is it really that much of a crime to have one gun be overpowered? And like I said, you know, instead of worrying about this gun being overpowered, just boost up the performance of the other weapons. That'll be good. Because I think what irritates people the most about just the nerfs that Helldivers loves to do is the fact that these weapons are ones that you earn through the medals that you get. So when they nerf your favorite gun, it's like, well, I guess I wasted all those medals working my way up towards that weapon. Like, yeah, you kind of did, unfortunately. But still, that's my only complaint, is I don't like their approach when it comes to like nerfing weapons and stuff. I've been getting through my backlog, finally completed the Ace Attorney trilogy. Nice. I only played the first Ace Attorney, but I absolutely loved it. And I guess it just was one of those games I just kind of fell off of, not because I didn't like it, but because I just got busy with other stuff. Definitely need to get back to it. I think I got it on a sale, either on the Nintendo Switch or PS4. So I don't think I have it on Steam. I think I have it wishlisted on Steam, but I don't have it on Steam. But yeah, pretty much same here. I've been working through my backlog. Finally finished Raincode. And it's a shame too, because I'd love to, you know, upload some videos for it, but because of that little disclaimer in the beginning, it's like, oh yeah, don't stream this, don't show screenshots, that kind of thing, otherwise we'll sue you. It's like, oh, I get it, you know. You're worried about spoilers, but at the same time, damn, how am I supposed to show people this game? I can't, legally show it. But it was good. It's basically Danganronpa 4 in spirit. It's got the same music, art style, it's a mystery game. It's not perfect, there's a couple things in the story I wish they kind of did better, which I guess they're already like gearing up for a sequel, or they want to do a sequel. But yeah, it was pretty good. It is a shame that after beating the game, there's no extras menu, so there's no like concept art or anything I can check out. I always look forward to that whenever I play Danganronpa game, is getting the bonus menu, and Raincode doesn't have one, which is really frustrating. I think it's cool how Helldivers is a GM who controls the main orders and new content drops. Yeah, I think that's great as well, because it's not like before. I did play Helldivers 1 way back on PlayStation 3, and I don't know if they ever mentioned that that game had a Game Master, but didn't really feel it that way, because it got to a point where if there wasn't enough people playing Helldivers 1, we would just lose every single floor. Just, you can't. You literally cannot win. You can accomplish as many missions as you want, but because there's not enough people playing Helldivers 1, you're just going to lose the overall war. Alright, there's just not enough people to cover every front. But if they had a Game Master, probably would have been able to avoid that, just because, you know, you could tweak the numbers a bit just to make it a little bit more lenient. Because there's a lot of people playing Helldivers 2, that's why whenever you accomplish a mission, you only get like 0.00003% liberation, because, like, okay, we need to make it so that we're not just curb stomping everything. I do say that the difficulties are a little too skewed, in my opinion. Like, there's too many. I think that's already been mentioned before, but Helldivers 2 has, like, what, 9 difficulties, and 7 is good. That's, like, the most balanced, quote-unquote, difficulty, in my opinion. Anything below 7 is really comfy. I like playing on the lower difficulties and helping other people, because it's so calm. Like, it's so calm in comparison to 7 and everything upwards, because I can actually hear myself think. I swear, like, difficulty 7 and higher, it's non-stop warfare. 7 is great, 8 and 9, I hate it, because you really want to use stealth. And if you get caught, that's it. Like, they're gonna call reinforcements on top of reinforcements. And it's just non-stop warfare. Like, it doesn't stop. Like, you get penalized for being caught on the higher difficulties. And Helldivers is not a stealth game, but there are stealth mechanics. And, yeah, it's like the Payday 2 effect, where you get all these cool guns and weapons, and you can't use them because you have to use stealth. Or Metal Gear Solid 4. Metal Gear Solid 4 has, like, a really extensive weapons catalog and upgrades, and it's like, if you're gonna go for the non-lethal route, you're not really gonna be using these guns, and I think that's like a tremendous shame. I mean, not many games can really balance stealth gameplay with just fun. A lot of games just default to wait for the guard to move away from their position so you can sneak behind them. A lot of horror games do that too. You know, those horror games where you can't fight back, and if you get caught, you just die instantly. Yeah, those games just are notorious for that. Like, you don't have a choice, you have to sneak around this monster, otherwise you're just gonna get insta-killed. How fun is that? Yeah, I love stealth too. I mean, one of my favorite games is Metal Gear Solid 4. But it's like, that's a gold standard? There's not many games that can compete with Metal Gear Solid 4 that came out on the PlayStation 2. So... Oh yeah, this is from the True Detective intro. It's been on my backlog for the longest time, but even I know about how amazing the intro is, just how smooth the transitions are, and the symbolism. The intro was so good that it even got referenced in Deadly Premonition 2's intro. Which, I love Deadly Premonition 1, but Deadly Premonition 2 is... it's a mess. Like, I hated the story, I hated playing the game. I mean... I love you, Sweary, but... that's not a good way to do this. I mean, what annoyed me is, like, I love Deadly Premonition because you can clearly tell that they had a lot of passion for the project, even though they had a shoestring budget, probably like $5. But Deadly Premonition 2 does not have that excuse. It's like, okay, we got a new engine, we got, you know, a new platform, let's do our best to make this game play as best as possible. And no, it's like, I think they deliberately made the game play like trash, because they thought that was like an appeal to... that's what made Deadly Premonition appealing, and it's like, no, we thought it was appealing because it's like... it's cute when a small studio does their best to make a game. And even then, Deadly Premonition 1 is great. It's like, there are so many things wrong with that game, like graphics, audio, glitches, but for some reason, it all comes together and it just makes like this amazing experience that you'll never see again. Like, I can't think of any other game that can replicate the same feeling I had playing Deadly Premonition 1 and just being completely dumbfounded, experiencing the story and just the world and the characters. And because it's a mystery game, that's genius because everything is weird, including the people, so it's hard to pinpoint a culprit when everything just feels off. Now, I know that they released Deadly Premonition 2 on PC, so maybe that's a better port. I doubt it. But even if everything ran perfectly smooth, buttery smooth, I still wouldn't play it because the story is terrible. Like, it just felt so unnecessary. Yeah, shoestring budget horror games are the best because they're more experimental. They don't want to play it safe. It's like, look, if we're gonna get noticed out there in the sea of horror games on the internet, we have to do something different. And because it's on a shoestring budget, like, the scares feel a lot more natural rather than staged. Because that's the thing, like, I love Dead Space 2, but a lot of the set pieces that involve like a big scare Like, you can feel it. Like, you can feel the money just pouring into it, and it kind of takes away from it, as opposed to a game like that Chainsaw Massacre game, where it looks like there's this crappy VHS filter on top of everything. That game's horrifying, okay? Like, I don't know how you're supposed to play that game when the whole thing is just so oppressive. And of course, you know, it has a monster that can kill you in one hit, there's that, but... yeah. Yo, how's it going, Your Majesty? How's your day been? I really love the so cold and so cruel, so many colors. Play hoes like Pro Tools, can't never trust them now. Fuck them, oh. Puppet Combo are really good, but their games are basically tech demos. Speaking of tech demos, I played another game in my backlog, Rise, Son of Rome. It was like that big Xbox One exclusive. Yeah, that game's basically a tech demo. It was okay. Like, I played it on PC, because I got it on a sale. I want to say I got it for like $2. But, yeah. Best way I can describe Rise, Son of Rome is it's basically Gears of War, but in the Roman Empire. And not to say that Rise is like super bro and, you know, gritty and, you know, like that kind of energy. No, it's not. But like, you play Rise, Son of Rome, and you see like the third-person camera, and you see how close it is, and the armor is like super bulky. It's like, yeah, this is Gears of War. It's Gears of War in attitude, at least. I mean, it's okay. The game is okay. I think my biggest gripe with it is at no point did I ever feel like I was in the Roman Empire. Like, there's just no immersion in the game whatsoever. And, the combat is interesting, but there's no lock-on, and it's really frustrating to get hit when your character's just not facing the right direction. Oh, and the roll is garbage. Like, it's like you're fat rolling on Dark Souls. You're not dodging shit. Like, you try to dodge roll in Rise, Son of Rome, and you're going to get hit, no matter what. And because the game is, like, all about executions, the game slows down a lot. Like, every time you finish off an enemy, it goes into slow motion so you can do the quick time event. And let's just say you have to kill like 200 enemies throughout the whole game. Yeah, imagine 200 slow motion scenes in a Matrix movie. It's too much. Like, the slow motion's nice, but 200 slow motion scenes, like, it just kills the pacing. Okay, this is before Ghost of Tsushima. This is... I don't know if Nier Automata came out first, but there's so many games that do a better job with whole hack and slash mechanic, and Rise, Son of Rome just doesn't do any of that. Like, it doesn't even do as good of a job as Batman Arkham Asylum. That's a problem. Like, Arkham Asylum is amazing because I can go and pick up and play it, and everything's smooth. You really feel like Batman. But Rise, Son of Rome, it's just like a clunky version of that, and I was glad when it was over. Like, okay, the game's not that bad, but it's just... the story's really not that interesting, and... like I said, there's no immersion. I didn't feel like I was in the Roman Empire at all. You're tired. You want to go back to sleep, but you're at work? Oh. Just popped in to say hi. Well, that's the point. Well, games don't have to be immersive, as long as they're fun, and just... Rise, Son of Rome just didn't nail that, unfortunately. Like, it's okay. It's like the most okay game I've played in recent time. Like, I can't recommend it, but I can't not unrecommend it? Like, I got it for $2, and I got it I think I got my money's worth for $2. So there's that. I mean, the game's old, okay? I can talk shit about it. The game didn't just come out or anything, so... But... I think I had, like, the same feeling playing, like, the Halo games with a friend. I think a lot of love for Halo is tied to nostalgia and just being there when the Xbox first came out. And the multiplayer being the strong suit. But when I was playing it with a friend and we're playing through the campaign, I was just getting annoyed because the story is so passive. Like, they barely tell you what's going on. I was really annoyed playing Halo 1, and they didn't even bother explaining why we're in the war with the Covenant in the first place. And then, like, I still had fun, but, like, halfway through the game, they introduced the Flood, and then the rest of the half of the game is just backtracking to the beginning. And it's like, why? Thought it was Halo Combat Evolved, not Combat Revolved. Halo 2 is a little bit better, but it suffers the same problem where once you hit the halfway mark, the game stops being fun, and then they reintroduce the Flood. And I swear, Halo 2 and 3 have, like, the worst dual-wielding mechanic I've ever played in a game. Because if you do anything, if you so much sneeze too hard, you drop the second weapon. If you throw a grenade, you drop the second weapon. If you melee, you drop the second weapon. It's like, does Master Chief not have, like, a holster for a second weapon? Why does he have to drop his dual-wield every time he has to do anything? So there's that. Yeah. I got lucky. I grew up with PlayStation and Nintendo. Like, my internet was not good enough to experience the multiplayer for Xbox games. It wasn't until the Xbox 360 era where, you know, I actually got some decent internet going, but... Even then, I don't regret my time playing on PlayStation or Nintendo. So... I think it's a little too late to be starting console wars in this day and age, even though people still, you know, tote that shit, but, you know... Or a fighting game. Yeah, you're not gonna play a fighting game to be immersed. To me, the games that are fun are the ones that are immersive. It can be high-seas adventure, it can be immersive and fun. Yeah. So, it could be immersive in the sense where you actually care about what happens in the story. And for me, yeah, absolutely. I do want to understand what's going on and, you know, just... give me something to remember. Or something to fall back on. Multiplayer games are always fun, but if the servers go down, that's it. That game is basically dead forever. Which basically happened with Overwatch 1 for me, where it's like, oh, I had so much fun with Overwatch 1, but can't play it anymore. Servers are gone. And, you know, at this point, I'd rather not give Blizzard my money, so... don't think I'll be picking up Overwatch 2 in the near future. Or ever. I feel like Blizzard is just one of those companies I've already blacklisted in my mind, where even if they come out with a really neat-looking game, I just swear myself off of it. Like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need to buy it. Same with Ubisoft. It's been a while since I played an Ubisoft game, and... yeah. Oh jeez, the last Ubisoft game I played was Far Cry 5, and talk about a story that's frustrating. Just... it was at that point I just realized that, like, Ubisoft has, like, a fetish for villains, to the point where they don't want the villains to lose, like, ever. Which isn't a bad thing. Too bad the villains are just really infuriating. If the villains were fun, sure, by all means let them win, but... nah, man, Far Cry 5, it's like... these are extremists, these are absolute psychopaths, and they're not fun. They're They're the people that you avoid at Walmart. So yeah. Oh, fun time is over. I have to go back to work. See you guys later. Well, take it easy, Your Majesty. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, I also rewatched the original Avatar, Last Airbender, with my sister. That was fun. And now I'm rewatching it with my mom, so... Even though I just rewatched it, I'm watching it again because it's such a good series. And until recently, I was the only one in my family who actually watched Avatar. Not the Blue People movie, but, you know, actual Avatar. The Blue Man Group. I've been trying to improve my artwork recently. Are there any tips you have? Well, aside from the usual, you know, just follow your favorite artists. Have like a folder of art styles you want to try out. That's the fun one. I have like huge folders of my favorite artists, favorite games that have styles I want to like try out. And before I even start drawing, I take like a couple of minutes to just look through those folders just to see how people do faces, how they draw hands, how they do clothing. That's a big one, because when you draw clothing, it's like, okay, I can draw a shirt, but how do the wrinkles work? How do the folds work? And I just look at that. You know, take like a mental note of your favorite artists and what do they specialize in. I mean, because everybody's got like a talent, or they have like something that stands out more. Like Tite Kubo, you know, the artist for Bleach. One of the best things about him is his fashion sense. Like, he knows how to design character clothing. So if you want to like show just what does a character wear when they're just going out having fun, you know, try checking out Tite Kubo. Or Bleach characters in general, because they got drip for days. As far as improving art goes, yeah, just whatever your weaknesses are, just take note of them and just charge into it like head on. Don't feel bad if it takes you multiple tries to get something right. I still have trouble with hands. Like, I will spend like an hour just drawing one hand just to make sure it looks right. And I'm not even going for photorealism here. I want to make it look like a hand. When I'm on like the construction phase, I just do this blob amalgamation, because this is like a giant indication that, yeah, I'll knock this out later. And I have to. Like, it's not hidden, it's out in the open, you have to draw it. So yeah, force yourself to get out of your comfort zone just so that you can knock it out. Have a comfort character. And by comfort character, I mean like somebody that you can draw and it's not going to stress you out too much. Like, you know this character, you've seen them so many times. For me, it's Tomoko from Watamode and a couple other Danganronpa characters, but even then, Danganronpa gets tricky because a lot of the characters have they're deceptively complex. They have like a lot of accessories half the time. The most infamous for me is Miyu from Danganronpa V3. I mean, the goggles alone is gonna take me like 30 minutes to an hour. Just depending on what I want to do. Sometimes I just draw the goggles as like 2 giant circles and a strap. And that's enough. That's why I love sketches, because I can just knock it out and not worry about it later. But for everything else, just realize that you can spend eternity on one drawing, but the quality of a good artist is somebody that can knock out like as many projects as they can, combining both quantity and quality. Like, is anyone gonna notice you painting every single blade of grass in a picture? No. You know, diminishing returns and all that. It just reminds me of the complaint that a lot of people have with Red Dead Redemption 2, where it's like they spent so much time and effort animating all these intricate animations, and all they do is just kind of waste the player's time, which I get it. You know, you're trying to immerse the player, make them really feel like a cowboy in the Wild West, but it's like when you've seen this animation dozens of times, your brain just kind of turns off. And of course, you have to think about like how many hours they spent making that animation, programming it, putting into the game. But, you know, diminishing returns. It's like that story with Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Apparently, John Cleese was getting annoyed because they had, like, stop shooting a scene because they couldn't get the fog to look right. And John Cleese was just like, is the fog funny? It's like, yeah. It's like, we're spending so much time on this one thing that doesn't even matter. It's like, you forgot we're making a comedy movie, we're not making a horror movie. So why are we worried so much about the fog? Or, you know, something that doesn't matter. And plus, just in general, whenever you're like posting something on the internet, avoid talking shit about yourself as much as you can. I know it's tempting, it can be, but for your own mentality and for the rest of everything else, because as an artist, your mentality, your emotions tie in to your skill, and if you're not feeling it, it's gonna bring down the whole project. Okay? It's not good if you you don't think that you're good enough. So, good way to improve drawing is just feeling good about yourself and just making sure, you know, you give yourself enough praise. Everybody's a work in progress, so don't feel bad when you see that other people are more ahead of you than you wish you were at that age, okay? Like, I'm not intimidated when somebody younger than me draws better than me. I think that's really cool. Actually gives me hope for the next generation. But, like, I still understand that mentality. And if it wasn't for that one picture, I should have that bookmarked permanently, but there's that one picture about the 2 cakes. Like, that's like the best picture you can ever show to an artist. Which I'm gonna have to pull it up. I think I have it bookmarked on Twitter because somebody posted it again. Twitter will load. Okay, well, if it's not on Twitter, I think I'll just Google it. What can go wrong? Oh, sweet, 2 cakes. I thought it was holy shit, 2 cakes. Okay, yeah. Oh, it is holy shit, 2 cakes. Alright. Yeah, this picture is just the best. Yeah. It's like, oh man, that guy's that's a case. Oh, okay. Well, I support the gays, so nothing wrong with that. That does look like an A. What the fuck? That guy's cake is way better than mine. The audience, holy shit, 2 cakes. Yeah, this is like the best picture in the world because it just teaches you that, you know, imposter syndrome is such bullshit. The beauty of the internet is a collection of talented artists on their own journey. And as long as you keep at it, you keep learning new tech, you always get better. And, you know, just free yourself up to experiment and try techniques that you don't normally do. Like with this one, it's like, I'm not used to doing this way, just like blocky. I mean, do you see like that? Like, I'm not used to doing that, but I just wanted to try it out because I've just been so used to the other method where I, you know, just do like wide circles, which I love this method because it just makes everything like a lot more curvy, which, you know, for my own sensibilities, I guess. But I wanted to try something new, so I just went ahead and did it. And plus, it's a forward-facing character, so not much is, well, I do like my method better. But you never know unless you don't try. Unless you don't try? Jeez. You know it's already been too long since I streamed if I'm already fumbling my words. Yeah. Another one, critique. Learning how to ask for critique is another important skill. And the most important thing is you have to be upfront with what you're looking for. Like, if you know you have a trouble with the hands, you can just ask people, okay, is there anything else that stands out to you? I know there's a problem with the hands, so you don't need to mention anything about that. Is there anything else that you want me to improve on? And, you know, have them, you know, give pointers. Even if they're not like an artist, it's like a chef, okay? You don't need to be a chef to know something tastes bad. You probably can't describe why it tastes bad, but you can probably point them in the right direction. So even if you're asking somebody who isn't an artist, how does this look? They'll give you an honest opinion, because you need to have as many opinions as you can. Just, you know, pace yourself, obviously. The last thing you want to do is be overwhelmed with so many opinions, you get paralyzed and you don't feel like drawing anymore. That's a problem. Yeah, don't do that. But have enough to process and just figure out where you need to go with your art. I think at this point in time, like, so many people have already been telling me that I need to start merchandise, just start selling t-shirts, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. Problem is, a lot of the characters I draw are copyrighted. So, if I'm gonna draw merchandise for those characters, I'm gonna have to go through the right channels to make sure I'm not committing infringement of any kind. Because I would love to make some Danganronpa shirts, that'd be fun. Yeah, hope that helps. I mean, I'm not a professional, I'm still figuring stuff out. But, you know, I think being a professional is more of a mentality where you're taking things more seriously and you recognize that things need to be improved and you just tackle it. You're not just resorting to the same methods. And it's like Cobra Kai. If you ever watch Cobra Kai, it's like you don't want to get stuck in concrete, and what are you supposed to do? Just keep moving, because if you don't keep moving, you get stuck. So
my feet can't touch the ground, and it feels like I can see the sands on the horizon every time you are not around. I'm slowly drifting away, wave after wave, wave after wave. I'm slowly drifting away, and it feels like I'm drowning, pulling against the stream, pulling against the.
I think I just gotta start back at square one and relearn the basics, and there's nothing wrong with that. When you go back and learn the basics, you pick out new stuff because, like, you're so used to the other stuff that sometimes you forget the ones that actually would have helped you in your roadblocks. For me, it's perspective. I think perspective is fun, but sometimes I would just forget how to do something. The one that messes me up is wheels. Like, okay, draw a car in perspective. It's like, okay, cool. I can draw the chassis. That's cool. All right, everything's good. And then I get to the wheels, and I'm like, how do I draw a circle in perspective again? It's like, oh, jeez. So yeah, that's the one that messes me up. But thankfully, with the power of digital art, you can warp and transform things and make it click into place. But even then, you still need to know how perspective works before you start, you know, messing with the rulers and whatnot. The important thing is that you have a target goal in mind, because drawing aimlessly can be fun at times, but if you want to draw stuff for the long run, you really have to have, like, something that you can work towards. For example, when I'm working out, like, I have to have something to work towards, otherwise I'm just lifting my arms for no reason. I'm working towards bench pressing 140. That's my goal. Once I reach it, I'm good. Like, sky's the limit. I don't want to look like a tank. Like, I'm fine being able to bench press 140. I'm working my way towards that. I can only bench press like 90, but have a goal, because you have something to look forward to. So with, like, art, it's like, okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to do art design? Is there, like, a character that you have in your head that you just really want to just make a reality? Then you learn the things that are attached to it. You learn about perspective, you learn about proportions, anatomy, clothing, just the way it folds. Color theory, you know, just what kind of colors look good on this set of clothing. Just stuff like that. Is your character, like, in the military? Do they wear armor? You know, just start researching armor, you know, for different countries or different eras in warfare. There's so many avenues that you can tackle this. But these are, like, the building blocks you need to get to your goal. It's like a staircase, you know, you keep adding more and more blocks, and it just makes it easier to go for your goal. And you can tackle it in any way. Like, you feel like you need to work on hands today, then go for it and work on hands. Make a drawing that forces you to draw hands. Oh, and have fun. That's, like, the big thing. If art feels like work, it's suffering. Like, you don't want that. You want to avoid that as much as you can, because art is supposed to be fun. Remember, like, you started drawing in the first place because it's fun. And you can do it. Like, you have ideas in your head that no one else can do except you. So just let that, you know, carry you into the future. It's supposed to be fun. Because if it's not, ooh boy. It's game over. Too broke for digital art. I'm still using a $50 screenless tablet. But here's the thing. Great thing about art, it's not exclusive to digital. Traditional art is still incredible. I respect every single artist who does that, because that is not easy. And even that gets expensive too. Like, when you get the really fancy pens and paper, that will rack you up in some serious moolah. But still, amazing thing about traditional art is you can show it to people much easier. Like, everybody loves seeing a cool notebook just filled with art. So there's pros and cons to doing traditional and digital. I mean, by all means, get like a cheap tablet, cheap Wacom tablet, and then get Paint Tool Sai. That's like $50 last time I remembered. So yeah, $50 for a tablet, $50 for the software, and you already have access to digital art. I didn't start out with Clip Studio Paint. I'm still using the same tablet. Well, no, this is technically the second tablet, but it's still the same model. Huge reason why I've been knocking out a lot of private commissions is because I want to finally get a tablet with a screen to draw on. And it would be interesting to use an iPad, but it's like, I don't need the other stuff. I would rather have like a tablet that's just dedicated to drawing, rather than having an iPad that just has a bunch of other stuff going on. Which, there's nothing wrong with using an iPad for drawing, it's just, I don't need the other stuff. I'm perfectly good with my computer.
Take you
I would use an iPad, but the screen on it is fucked because it fell on the floor. Gotta repair it sometime soon. Oh yeah. My dad has an iPad and it has a screen protector and one of those covers. I mean, that thing has been dropped so many times, but at the same time, it usually just hits the carpet. That's one advantage. Levitating sounds so good when mashed up with My War. I don't think I've heard that one. Ah. Oh shit, it's got Attack on Titan in it. My only concern with that is usually when I play anime songs, it's guaranteed to crash the stream. Oh man, life can be so unfair. I'll have to listen to that later. I always love mashups. You're cursed to crash every time you play an anime OST? Yeah, pretty much. That's YouTube in a nutshell. Even playing a cover is risky business. Sometimes the cover is too good and it'll still get flagged. Oh, I really want to replay Nier Automata. That's such a good game. It's one of those games where I will never forget the story for as long as I live. I don't have a proper list, but I would say it would definitely be in my top 5 if I were to organize my thoughts anyway. Top 5 favorite games of all time. I think that would be a fun video. That would probably be outdated the next time a game is released. Been a while. Indeed it has. Has it been in confidence? How's your year been so far? I think I accidentally got the quickest ending on my first playthrough with Automata. That's a lot of people. If you die in the tutorial level, that's an ending. It's pretty much required if you want to get the Platinum Trophy. Which I did. If I love a game, if I love a game, if I love a game enough, I will try to get the Platinum or 100%. If it's feasible. Sometimes there's a game that just has multiplayer trophies, and it's like, yeah, nobody's playing the multiplayer. I'm good. My favorite accidental ending is probably the fish ending. It's like, why would a robot eat a fish? Excuse me, why would an android eat a fish? I don't even think you have, like, the proper facilities to even process that. But you're given a choice. You want to eat this fish? Okay. Which is even funnier because it's like, okay, you die, but the fish was good, though. Why does an android have taste buds is beyond me. Like, okay, you died, but the fish is pretty good, though. Been playing the Kill la Kill fighting game recently. It made me so sad that so sad to realize that they were going to make a 2D fighter at different points during development, but settle on an arena fighter. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, arena fighters are fun, but unfortunately, they have, like, the depth of a pool. A lot of it just comes down to is, like, projectiles and just spamming moves. For some reason, the Dragon Ball Budokai games managed to get away with it, because for one thing, it's Dragon Ball, it's supposed to be fun. But, yeah, other arena fighters just can never nail it. For one thing, fighting games are hard to balance, but at the same time, because you're limited on the space, it's easier to manage than, like, an arena fighter where it's just absolute chaos. If a character's overpowered, there's nothing you can do about it. You're just gonna get, like, beaten into, like, a corner of the map and you won't be able to escape. At least, I haven't played it, but I thought that the One Punch Man arena fighter's interesting because you're just gonna be fighting for a bit and you're just trying to survive until Saitama gets there, which is funny. But yeah, arena fighters just have that stigma of just being unbelievably unbalanced and ridiculously cheap. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't that Jujutsu Kaisen game also... Isn't that also like an arena fighter? I mean, that game probably has problems on its own, but arena fighter probably is just... It being an arena fighter is icing on the cake. Hunter x Hunter has a 2-day fighting game now, and I'll sell my soul to get another KLK fighting game that's actually 2D. Yeah, we'll see. Studio Gainax has some really amazing IP, but they don't really tap into video games as much as they probably should. But, you know, just focus on your strengths, I guess. Here's hoping Pantheon Stalking Season 2 is going to be good. Which... don't really need a sequel to Pantheon Stalking, but it would be nice. Just hopefully they don't hold back, because what else is there to joke about? It's a new world, unfortunately, and I do feel like Pantheon Stalking's humor might be a bit much for our day and age. They might try to cancel a show that, well, that's the whole appeal, isn't it? The humor is supposed to be vulgar and just over the top. I for one welcome Pantheon Stalking's humor in this day and age, but at the same time, who's the writers? I do remember that Pantheon Stalking was going to be an Adult Swim at some point, but even Adult Swim said that this is too much. We can't show Pantheon Stalking on TV. They've got the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 devs to work on it, so it's gonna be awesome. Okay, that's great. Fantastic. Oh, it's fantastic. One of the few shows I can recommend both watching the sub and the dub. Funny enough, I originally watched it on YouTube when it was wild and free. Like, the entire show was on YouTube. Unofficially, of course, but, you know, those were the days. There's jokes both in the English dub and the Japanese dub, because the sub is really fun because they love using English, and it's just hilarious. Like, they're just speaking Japanese, and then suddenly somebody's like, "What the fuck?" or "What der fuck?" Just never gets old. And the art style is stylish as hell. Oh yeah, compilation. Gonna go now since you had a long day? Well, thanks for stopping by, Deluxe. You take it easy. Bye. Best of luck on your next art projects. If I stream tomorrow, definitely be there. Cool. Yeah, just thinking either streaming Helldivers 2 tonight or tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, you take care.
In the vodka, it's a cruel summer, it been hot, bruh. Mom claim Italian pops the city, Judeas, but my pasta, the lockers. Pops always said, watch your posture. He ain't on my shoulders, held lots of. Used to hold me in the mirror, say I was champ of the world, shit, one gossip, no. Accurate forecast, looking forward, don't need more pass. Putting rappers in the compost, cause can't afford any more trash. I don't got any more passes, feel compassion, slipping away. All this savageness in a cage, whole culture is MMA. Watch the lightning in the clouds, everything pretty till it hits earth. Our construction is destruction, tell me really what's the shit worth? What's the purpose for a wordsmith if the doors they supposed to open? About to be permanently closed in. Is it really all just for coping? Put the cucumber in the vodka. It's a cruel summer, it been hot, bruh. Mom claim Italian pops a city Judea's, but more pasta than latkes. Pops always said, watch your posture. He ain't on my shoulders, held lots up. Used to hold me in the mirror, says champ for the world, shit, what gossip. On my own, I don't got a roster. Dread on my mind like a roster. Stressed all the time, pour the sauce up. Young redundant, never punting. Fourth and long, always find a way. I be strong my own kind of way. I be strong my own kind of way. Shit, that's all I've been trying to say. If you got a problem with me, I don't really gotta care no more.
Arm.
I'm gonna walk in.
She's got two.
I don't gotta interfere no more. Who want it? Bitch, I ain't no newcomer. Cool as the cucumber in the vodka, baby, it's a new summer. I don't got a new number. Bitch, I got the same doggone line. Might be hard to find, though. Somewhere lost in my mind. Still gonna be the champ, though. Still gonna be the champ. Still gonna be the champ, though. Still gonna be the champ. Still gonna be the champ, though. Still gonna be the champ. Even if it ain't a world.
Yeah, what's up? I'm good. I haven't streamed in a while, but I'm back. Have a little doodle planned for a Helldiver stream, so hopefully I can get this done today. Thankfully everything's looks about right. Kinda looks like she's dancing. Yeah, doing pretty good. Just doodling, listening to some tunes. What are you up to? Aside from the stream, of course. How's your day been?
It's hard for me to communicate the thoughts that I hold, but tonight I'm gonna let you know. Let me tell the truth. Baby, let me tell the truth.
Hopefully.
You know what I'm thinking. See it in your eyes.
You can do a lot of things with hope.
Hate it when you cry. You're scared to be lonely, especially in the night. I'm scared.
Just chilling. Me too. Great minds think alike.
I try to find reason to pull us apart. It ain't working, cause you're perfect, and I know that you're worth it. I can't walk away. Even though we're going through it and it makes you feel alone, just know that.
Got silly exams. Better than serious exams. Yeah, I know that feeling. Funny, like I didn't learn how to properly study for stuff until like the last couple of semesters of college. I just never was good at it. I either knew it or I didn't. That's how I studied. Do I remember the homework? Yes or no? That's it. I didn't actually have like study stuff. But yeah, finally in college I understood. It's like, okay, I'll study for like 30 minutes, come back, study 30 minutes again, and then the next day just do 30 minutes. It's like, okay, that's the study, and that's enough. I know how to do this now. I just realized that I'm more into like history, creative writing, that sort of thing. Never really was good at math. I mean, I could do it, it's just my brain is lazy, and I'd rather just pull out a calculator. Plus the anatomy looks right. Series exams in 2 months. Oh, jeez. Well, guess that's what the silly exams are for. Right, so, because I have like a Helldivers 2 stream coming up. Helldivers has like an emote system. Well, a lot of games have an emote system. But there's a hug emote, so I wanted to do that with one character that I absolutely love. Yeah. This character has been my favorite character for the longest time, and I don't think that's ever going to change because the character's literally just me. Which, I'm glad this character has had a lot of characterization and they're not just the same one, but you can probably guess. Math just spits on you like 4 times. Yeah! Problem is, a lot of math is just remembering formulas and stuff. And just, unless you're planning on getting into some business or science, it's not really a high priority for you to get into math. I think my biggest annoyance in school was I didn't learn how to do taxes until college. I feel like that should have been covered in high school. It's like all this math and I still don't know how to do my taxes. What's wrong with the education system? But yeah, what can you do? History is great as long as you have a great teacher who's amazing at storytelling. Because I've had my fair share of teachers that just basically read out of the textbook, and those classes are basically an exercise on how not to fall asleep, which I keep messing up on, but again, as long as I do my homework, I'll be fine. I love history. As dark and as depressing as it can be, it's fun. It's like, look how far we've come as a society, and look how we're repeating the same mistakes. Yeah. I mean, that's like one of the biggest pulls for me to play like a game that has like a moment in time in history. Like, I want to see what the developers want to bring into the limelight. I mean, Call of Duty used to be like that. Like, Call of Duty would cover like really obscure battles in World War II. Of course, you know the big ones, like you got D-Day, Normandy, France, but like there'd be other ones where not everybody knows that World War II also covered Africa as well. Well, you know, people haven't seen Casablanca anyway. I think one of the biggest disappointments I have is they didn't really cover the Pacific Theater all that much. I mean, there's World at War, but World at War is like split between the Russian campaign and the Japanese campaign. It's like, it would have been cool if it was just the Japanese campaign. That would have been neat. Okay, well, huge spoilers. It's the character I'm drawing is going to be Tomoko, but she's going to be wearing the Helldivers 2 armor, so that'll be fun. Oh, negative numbers. All I remember from COD is me rage quitting from campers. Yeah. It's worse with the new games because, you know, you got the claymores and whatnot. I mean, to be fair, Call of Duty has always been out of control when it comes to balance. Even in the single-player campaign, if you're playing the story mode on the higher difficulties, the enemies just start spamming grenades and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, you literally cannot throw back grenades fast enough with how much they spam it. World at War being the most infamous. You play that on veteran difficulty and you can basically say goodbye to your kneecaps because there's always going to be a grenade at your feet every single time. I'm like one of the few people who actually play Call of Duty for the story. Not that I'm bad at like the Battle Royale stuff, it's just I kind of got tired of it. Like, Battle Royale is fun, but eventually you just kind of get tired of losing all your gear. Or worse, like you're so close to winning, and then you just come in second place because you get shot one more time. It's like the worst feeling in the world. You spent all that time gathering all those weapons and equipment, and then you just die last minute. It's like, whoops. I mean, yeah, they have the Gulag system, but even then, it doesn't improve the sting. I mean, nowadays, I've just been focusing more on single-player games since I like the feeling of playing a game and seeing credits at the end. Like, multiplayer games are fun, especially when you play with friends, but they're so dangerous because you can basically play it every single day and never make any actual progress on anything. That's why I have to really pace myself with Helldivers 2, because Helldivers 2 is fun, it's just... Please. I gotta move on to do something else. Call of Duty 4 sucks and no one will tell me anyway. So, funny enough, Call of Duty 4 in the single player, they had infinite enemies, infinite respawning enemies. It's really annoying, and then they fixed that in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and then they brought it back in Modern Warfare 3. I'm talking about the originals. I don't know about the remakes. As far as I'm concerned, the remakes are reimaginings, the reboot, whatever you want to call it. Completely different story, completely different game. In fact, I'm pretty sure Modern Warfare 3's campaign is like the shortest one. Like, they really rushed that game out the door. But yeah, I remember there was a time when I played Call of Duty seriously, and it was when I realized that if I actually want to play this game and win, I need to have like a decent headset. Because being able to hear enemies around the corner is such a huge advantage, and if you are not wearing a headset, you're basically throwing the game. Was basically the mentality. And it's true! Like, you actually have a huge advantage if you can hear your enemies. So, even though we're all on the same console, we're on PlayStation or Xbox, whatever, if you have a better headset than me, you have a big advantage. And then later on, it's like a controller. It's like you have a few extra buttons on the back side of the controller, so you don't have to take your finger off of analog sticks. Like, technology is the great divider. It's like, okay, look, I'm not going into tournaments, I'm not playing this for money, I just want to have fun. That's a big thing, because winning is fun. If you're not winning, you're not having fun. So you're literally spending more money just so that you can have fun. So yeah. That's why I prefer single-player games. Just avoid that entirely. Which is funny, because at this point in time, I have a good headset, I have a good controller, but I don't play competitively as much as I did before. I prefer games where it's PvE or co-op. Yeah, Minecraft story mode. I love games that grind my existence off for no reason. Yeah. That Sigma male grind set. Headset and a therapist. Yeah, especially the therapist part. Like, I was lucky. Like, I realized really quick that if I'm mad at a game, I gain nothing by breaking the controller of the game. Especially the TV. Oh gosh, it hurts seeing people break their controller or their TV when they get mad. It's like, okay, look, if you're mad at your game, I'm pretty sure your bed is nearby. Just start punching the bed and just scream into the pillow if you need to. Probably not too loud, otherwise people will call the cops because they think you're being strangled. But beat the crap out of your bed. It's actually really cathartic. Hopefully you don't break your wrist. Hopefully you're actually used to punching something. Your bed. Not a person, hopefully. But yeah, just punch your bed, and it just gets all that adrenaline out. Like, I'm not saying that you can't get mad at video games, but you gotta find a way to, like, vet that properly. And punching your bed is really fun. Well, fun, it's fun in a cosmic sort of way. Oh yeah, but bullying online has always been like a mainstay. It's the Wild West out there. Like, the moment people had multiplayer, they were talking shit. Whether you're on console or PC, that's always been a constant. And there was this one video by Pirate Software with Thor. He talked about it. It's like, if you want to have like a community that's not toxic, the game needs to be built around that system. Like, they had like this one game where if you're a good player, you're helpful, you're friendly, you're awarded points by other players. And with these points, you'll level up faster. But if you're toxic, or you're just an absolute degenerate on your team, you get no points. You don't get penalized, but you're not going to be leveling up as fast as the people who are actually nice. I mean, the system was so effective that people would actually apologize if they were talking shit. I forgot what game it is, but apparently it was a game that Thor was working on. But yeah, if you're not familiar with Pirate Software on YouTube, definitely check them out. It's got really good life advice as well. But yeah, your community has to be built around just not being toxic, and just you want to be helpful. Because, you know, we're all trying to have fun here. It's just that some people can't really vent their frustration as well as other people. But even then, it's a learned behavior. Like, a lot of this toxic behavior is from people who've been toxic and they haven't really been penalized or been given a different incentive to not be toxic. You know? I mean, if somebody's going to be an asshole, they're going to be an asshole no matter what. But you can curve that personality a bit by offering a better solution. It's like, okay, you can start screaming and being like racist or sexist to your teammates, or you can be nice and try to help people out, be awarded these points, and you'll level up faster. You know, especially for ranked. Imagine if ranked games are tied with your personality. Like, if you're a very good person, like you help people and actually try to be friendly, then you're going to be in freaking Grandmaster Double Platinum in like next week if you're good. But if you're like super toxic, it doesn't matter how good you are at the game, you're not going to be awarded any points from any of your teammates because they don't like you. So, you know. Battle Cats, finished the first chapter just to repeat it 2 more times with a different final boss. Oh, jeez. Somehow got used to cope with anger from games just by closing the game. Yeah, that's another one. Just remove the source of your stress. Just come back to it a different day. Your cope mechanism is just rage quitting. Well, at least just try to finish the game. Quitting while you're still playing around is rough. But again, as long as it works for you, it's whatever. That's why fighting games it's tough to get people into fighting games because it feels really personal. Because it's 1v1. If you lose, you can't blame your teammates because, well, it's a 1v1. Reminds me of Xbox doing a thing for voice chat where if you speak shit 8 times you get banned. Yeah, you know what? I remember the Xbox 360 having like a personality thing that you can pick, where it's like, okay, what kind of gamer are you? Are you like underground, where you talk trash and you want to win and stuff, or are you like family friendly? Like, they had like this system, I can't remember it, but it was on the Xbox 360 where you can just pick your personality. I don't know if that actually helps with the matchmaking system, or it just is something to put on your bio if somebody's like curious, hey, what kind of gamer are you? It's like, do you play for wins, or do you just play to have fun? Do you want to play just to meet people? Like, something like that. Like I said, I don't know if it affected the matchmaking at all, but at least it gave people an idea. But at the same time, that also means that the person putting that is supposed to be honest about who they are as a gamer. You can have somebody have like family friendly on their bio and they're like the most toxic person on your friends list. Quit after the 5th chapter Battle Cats because I wouldn't win the final boss even. Huh. Yeah, that's frustrating. It's one of those situations where you have to like roll the dice on whether or not you want to look up a guide, if there's a guide. Like, I had that moment when I was playing Helltaker. Like, I finally took the time to play Helltaker because I saw like fan art for a lot of the characters, and the game is free. But I finally played it, but I was getting really annoyed with like the 9th puzzle, where it's like I have been working on this puzzle for like an hour and I'm not close to the solution at all. And eventually, the next day, I came back to it and I tried it again, still couldn't get the puzzle. And I'm like, alright, You win. I need to look up a guide. It happens. It happens because with a puzzle game, you either get it or you don't. Or a strategy game. Like, if you don't know the right strategy, you're done. There's nothing you can do. You cannot brute force it. Unlike a fighting game, you can win in a fighting game by button mashing. Sometimes you just get lucky. But with strategy, with puzzle games, if you don't get it right, if you don't go through the right system, the right channels, you cannot win the game. Because that's a game. You just have to learn the skills and mechanics, if you can. Sometimes a game's just really bad at teaching its mechanics. That's not really your fault. Like, the game did not teach you properly how to do something if you're still stuck on the same level for like hours.
Fingers and walk right through the girl and the gold. Feels so familiar.
They use a code account system, not just log in with Google or Facebook, so really my stuff is gone because it's a shame. Yeah, that's another thing I've been noticing with a lot of games. Even if you have like a PlayStation or Xbox or whatever, sometimes you'd play a game, it's like, oh, you need to sign up for like an Ubisoft account. It's like, can I not just play the game? Why do I have to set up like a brand new account and put my email in jeopardy again? It's like, I swear, like every single game company wants your email. They want it so bad. Like, how dare you not give us your email? Don't you want to play our game? Well, then give us your email. I mean, you already paid $60 or $70. We need your email too. I saw your art progress? The whole point of me streaming is so I can talk to people and draw at the same time. Like, if I wanted to get this done, I would just not stream. Like, the whole point of streaming is interacting with people. Like, whenever I would, like, stream something, it's like, okay, this needs to be a project that I can just knock out at any time. This is why I don't really stream commissions unless, like, the commissioner wants me to stream, which never happens. So, you know what? Just knock it out on your own time. But yeah, stream is about interaction. Like, if I'm gonna be playing a game and I'm streaming it, it better be a game that I can actually, you know, talk with people with. If it's like really intense, like I can't stream fighting games. I tried, and yeah, it's fun because, you know, I'm streaming it, but at the same time, I'm so focused on the game, I can't really look at chat. So it's a delicate balance where you want to stream, you want to play video games, you want to draw, but you got to be doing something that just allows you to have like free time to look around, and you're not going to be penalized. Like, I would not want to play a game that has a lot of quick time events where I'm, like, a cutscene's happening and I'm looking at chat and I just instantly fail a quick time event. It's like, oh boy. I'm trying to think of an occasion where I streamed a game with quick time events, but maybe it's just Resident Evil 4, but I've played that game dozens of times. I know where the quick time events are. This song messes me up because I actually set it up as my alarm. Which I really need to stop doing that. Like, one of the worst things you can do if you like a song is to make it your alarm. So basically, when you listen to the song, all you can think of is just waking up or hitting the snooze button, and that's never a good thing. Just, fastest way to ruin yourself, ruin a song for yourself is just attach it to annoying aspect of your life, which is waking up to an alarm. Like, the days when I can just wake up normally and not have to hear the alarm are good days, because that means I had, like, a really good night's sleep. But, can't rely on that, unfortunately. Yeah, sometimes you just have, like, a really stressful dream, and there's not much you can do about it. Did I play a game with a hella cool art style? That doesn't narrow it down at all. On stream? Just make an alarm the most unhinged thing ever, so you immediately turn it off. No, I can't wake up to a jump scare. That will put me to sleep permanently. Wake up to a heart attack, jeez. Woke up and chose violence. Not a jump scare, more like a copy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, probably. But then I'd have, like, CBT on my mind the whole day, so that's not a win-win situation.
Baby hotline, please hold me close to you. Baby flatline, still time to do it too. Baby snack time, chow down to it.
I officially can't remember the game. Yeah, I have too many games in my head that have really good art styles, but if I were to narrow it down to, like, really cool art styles... Was it like a Subway Surfers looking kind of game, but with music? Because that may have been Sayonara Wild Hearts. Sayonara Wild Hearts. It's like really psychedelic. Boopin' music. It's a 3D game. Okay, it was Sayonara Wild Hearts. Cool.
Baby hotline, please dial 9 to get out. No flatline, what were you scared about? Baby sat by and felt the wind at her side. Call her a hoarder of quarters. No boundary boredom, dumb boundary important. I can tell that your drinking eyes never opened. I am say somebody will die, and I hate hoping, wishing that the pills let you cry, and I hate
Baby Hotline, yeah. I think I just have this as like a stream playlist where I just put songs I think are not gonna get me slapped with copyright. At least not too hard. Like, my streams are not monetized anyway, but I don't want the stream to go down because I've been playing too many copyrighted songs. Bro, my GF just died in coping. Let's go! Yep. It's a song with a really dark backstory. But it's catchy as hell, so it's going on the playlist.
Sunday till morning time, and your eyes will open wide. Oh, baby, never mind to my side. Oh, running high. I can say, oh, wrap it in the cinnamon. What about I've been died? Oh, wrap it in
137 copyright claims incoming.
so good.
Oh yeah,
Thinking
I'm counting on it.
I don't even think about it. You know I don't.
I mean, I do think it's funny that they even bother doing that, because, like, it's not like you just go on a stream to listen to a song. Like, if you want to listen to the song, you just go to the official YouTube channel. Or on Spotify. Like, you're not gonna go to a stream just to listen to a song again, especially with me talking over it. So, like, more proof that the fair use system is just broken. Yeah, I mean, it always has been broken, but another reminder that it is. Some streams got songs higher than the streamer, which is like, bro.
The world's gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Bruh.
I was looking down with my finger and thumb in the
Shape of an L on her head.
Well, those years start coming, and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules, and I hit the ground running. It didn't make sense to live for fun when your brain gets smart. But your head
Gets dumb.
when there's so much to do, there's so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You never know if you don't go. You never shine if you don't glow. Hey, now you're an all-star, get your game on, go play. Hey, now you're a rock star, get your show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break that mold. Know it's a cool place. They say it gets colder. You bundled up now, but wait till you get older. Media men, they beg to differ, judging by the hole in the satellite.
How's college? Well, I already graduated years ago, but
Getting thin,
I hated it.
water's getting
The only good thing about college is I met a lot of amazing friends I'm still friends with to this day. But,
messed away.
yeah. I did not have a good time there.
Never get bored. Hey,
Just cost way too much money.
you're an
And,
all-star, game on.
yeah. But it is what it is. Important thing is I have the fancy piece of paper that says I did it. And I can tell people that I graduated college. That's it! That's what I paid for. Oh, man. But yeah, the most important thing in college was the fact that I met, like, some amazing people. And that's it. I can't... The best classes I took was history, creative writing, speech class, basically every English class, film class, just anything to do with art and history was like the best. Humanities. But frickin' science, math, physics, no. I'm good. So many of my nights were robbed because of those classes. I'm old enough to remember the 90s. I'll say that for free. First console was a PlayStation 2. Had a Game Boy. A Game Boy Color, not an original Game Boy. Oh, jeez. I'm not that old. Had a VHS player, DVD player, Blu-ray player. Had dial-up internet. AOL and all that. Yeah, I don't sound like it though. The thing about me is my voice has always been a Mickey Mouse voice. Where I sound like 100 years younger than I'm actually. I'm gonna be like 80 years old and I'm gonna sound like I'm 30. Which is both a good thing and a bad thing. For one thing, people keep telling me I need to get into voice acting, which, yeah. Just need to go through the right channels, because that'd be fun. Who knows? Maybe in the near future you'll hear me voicing your favorite anime. Or a video game. Video games would be cool.
No dices nada romántico cuando llega el atardecer. Te pones de un humor extraño con cada luna llena al mes. Pero todo lo demás.
What's up, Grandpa? You whippersnappers.
Yo te quiero con limón y sal, yo te quiero tal y como estás, no hace falta cambiarte nada. Yo te quiero si vienes o si vas, si subes y bajas y no estás seguro de lo que sientes.
Would have finished college. So you animating for the what exactly? This isn't gonna be an animation, that's gonna be for next month. I'm drawing a thumbnail for my Helldivers 2 stream. But yeah, I am happy that I do now have access to animation software, so that'll be fun. One of these days I'll need to learn how to do Blender as well, because a lot of animators are using Blender. Which I understand why, because sometimes you just need some background, and it's going to be faster to make it through Blender than to draw it. Especially if you're going for some crazy camera angles. It's like, alright, look, this is a 3D object, just make it in Blender. Okay, save yourself some gray hairs and just make it through Blender, dude. Animation has always been about mixed art anyway. Mixed martial arts. Blender goes hard, but like, bro, I'm hearing conflicting reports. Some people are saying it's really easy to learn, and other people are saying that they're tearing their hair out. So, I'm gonna hold my opinion until I actually work on it. Because I have like zero experience when it comes to animating with 3D. Hopefully it's not gonna be too bad. I look at 18-year-olds making masterpieces and I'm like, bruh, I can't even... Yeah. I mean, I think it's great. I love seeing younger people just make better stuff than me. I'm like, alright, good. I do not want to be alone at the top. Okay? Be better than me. It shouldn't be that hard. I don't want to be the only one who's actually making content. I mean, people say it's lonely up top, and I'm like, dude, it's lonely up top if you don't actually help anyone below you. Okay, now for the fun part. Armor. To this day, I don't know how to animate walk cycles. Oh, yeah, you need, like... You need a chart. I actually have one saved, because I need to learn how to do a walk cycle as well. Where is it? Here. This. Yeah. Basically, these are keyframes, and you have to make the model just look exactly like each step. And once you do all of these poses, you just combine them together, and then just add, you know, in between frames, just smearing and all that, and it's gonna look like a walk cycle. So that's it. Just the thing about, well, this is a running cycle technically, but yeah, every single step needs to be posed, and there you go. Boom, done. And what's great is once you do this, that's the run or walk cycle. You don't have to do it again. For that model, anyway. Now for Booba, well, Tomoko doesn't really have Booba. It's like, but not that it matters because the armor is gonna, you know, compress it, so, you know. Which is funny that people get annoyed with breastplates, but I'm like, look, it's your armor, you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. If you want to add, like, breastplates that actually have pockets, go for it. Like, I don't know how big your plot is, but there you go. Yeah, this is the armor. So there's not, you're not gonna see anything.
lip gloss, hickeys too. Guess what? We're so young, boy, we ain't got nothing to lose. Oh, oh, it's just principle. Baby, hold me, 'cause I like the way you move. Oh, oh. Boy, you write your name, I can do the same. Oh, I love the taste. La 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 la. All on my tongue, I want it. Boy, you write your name, I can do the same. Oh, I love the taste. La 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 la. All on my tongue, I want it. Say, give me a buck, need the Gucci store. Push
What is the song? Yeah!
niggas got you lost.
Doja Cat.
Bitches feel like a lot.
Oh man.
I can't even exhale.
Like, I've heard this song so many times, it doesn't even register to me anymore. Yeah, you're right. Whoops.
Got me a bag for the brick.
Oh man. Well, welcome to the internet, I guess.
This ass for real. Drama make you feel fantasy. I can give
It's like you're watching anime and like fan service pops up and you've seen it so many times that you don't even see anything wrong with it, and then somebody walks in the room and they're like, "What are you watching?" It's like, "Oh, all right. This isn't normal." My bad. Guess you're not ready for that kind of thing yet. Yeah, my taste in music is all over the place, so you're gonna have to excuse me.
I had a dream.
Add it to the playlist. Will do.
Everything I wanted.
Funny enough, I think Bo Burnham was like one of my top played artists last year on Spotify.
Being honest,
Even though I literally just play like
nightmare.
1 or 2 songs from his
My care.
inside playlist.
Thought I could fly, so I stepped off the golden. Nobody cried,
Okay. Should be playing up next.
nobody
Right after Billie Eilish.
I'm standing right there.
I love funk and electric swing. Oh, they're great. I love everything. Country, jazz, heavy metal. Just depends on the artist and lyrics. Especially the lyrics.
Everything I wanted, but when I wake up I see you with me, and you say, as long as I'm here, no one can hurt you. Don't wanna lie here, but you can learn to. If I could change the way that you see yourself, you wouldn't wonder why they don't deserve you. I tried to scream, but my head was underwater. They called me weak, like I'm not just somebody's daughter. It could have been a nightmare, but it felt like they were right there. And it feels like yesterday was a year ago, but I don't wanna let anybody know, 'cause everybody wants something from me now, and I don't wanna let them down. I had a dream, I got everything I wanted, but when I wake up I see you with me, and you say, as long as I'm here, no one can hurt you.
I'm literally a saxophone sucker, but saxophone on a song.
Wanna lie,
Put saxophone on a song and it's the song of the year. The Boobaware. It's behind the plate.
If I could change the way that you see so,
It's behind the democracy.
wonder why they don't deserve you. If I knew it all, then would I do it again? Would I do it again? If they knew what they said would go straight to my head, what would they say instead? If I knew it all, then would I do it again? Would I do it again? If they knew what they said would go straight to my head, what would they say instead?
Welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Anything that brain of yours can think of can be found. We've got mountains of content, some better, some worse. If none of it's of interest to you, you'd be the
I want Booba. Well, I drew Android 21 a few months ago. Where is it?
News or any famous women's feet. There's no need to panic. This isn't a test. Just nod or shake your head and we'll do the rest. Welcome to the internet. What would you prefer? Would you like to fight for civil rights or tweet a racial slur? Be happy, be horny.
There you go. There's your Booba.
We got a million different
Probably should have drawn Android 21 during Valentine's Day, but I was really freaking busy with commissions, unfortunately.
9-year-old who died. We got movies and doctors and fantasy sports and a bunch of colored pencil drawings of all the different characters in Harry Potter fucking each other. Welcome to the internet.
Hold on to your
Cause
socks.
a random guy just kindly sent you photos of his cock. They are grainy and off-putting. He just sent you more. Don't act surprised, you know you like it, you whore. See a man beheaded, get offended, see a shrink. Show us pictures of your children, tell us every thought you think. Start a rumor, buy a broomer, send a death threat to a boomer, or DM a girl and groomer, do a zoomer, find a tumor in your. Here's a healthy breakfast option. You should kill your mom. Here's why women never fuck you. Here's how you can build a bomb. Which Power Ranger are you? Take this quirky quiz. Obama sent the immigrants to vaccinate your kids. Could I interest you in everything, all of the time? A little bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything, all of the time. Could I interest you in everything, all of the time? A little bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything, all of the time.
Vote for me, President of America. I'll make sure to cure mentally. Well, I feel like American politics has already been all over the place, so why not add another candidate to the races?
Very long ago, just before your time.
Best of luck.
Right before the towers fell, circa 99. This was catalogs, travel blogs, a chat room or two. We set our sights and spent our nights waiting for you, insatiable you. Mommy let you use her iPad. You were barely 2, and it did
all the things we designed it to do.
Now look at you. Oh. Look at you. You. Unstoppable. Watchable. Your time is now.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Android 21's really fun to draw. But, you know, that's Dragon Ball characters in a nutshell. Toriyama's style is just so fun. Rest in peace, legend.
To put the world in your hand.
Other than Pooba. Though the Booba was awesome.
interests you in everything.
All the time. A bit of everything. All of the time.
Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime.
Anything and everything. All of the
Could
time.
I interest you in everything all of the time? A little bit of everything all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything and anything and everything and anything and everything and all of the time.
Beat Dragon Ball Fighters while being... Well, just an extra level of challenge. Told you fighting games were hard.
私あなたはあなたとゆうべ言ってたそんな気もするわグレーのジャケットに見覚えがあるコーヒーのシミ相変わらずなのねショーウィンドウに二人映れば Stay with me 真夜中のドアを叩き帰らないでと泣いたあの季節が今目の前 Stay with me 口癖を言いながら二人の時を抱いてまだ忘れず大事にしていた
Oh yeah, Alistair. Speaking of which, that's another thing on my backlog. I need to watch Has Been Hotel on Amazon Prime because I have Amazon Prime. Why am I not watching the shows that I have access to?
冬が来て離れていたあなたの心
A friend of mine is obsessed with the show.
そこに
He even changed the
話していたの
Discord profile picture, which is pretty funny.
Stay with me
I mean, I've seen the pilot, but I've never actually seen the official show.
心に
I have heard a couple of songs on Spotify though. Catchy as hell, but that was to be expected.
季節が今目の前 Stay with me 寂しさ紛らわして置いたレコードの針同じメロディー繰り返していた
So the Virgin Has Been Hotel versus the Chad Cataclysm Club. How's it going, Sir Daffrin? Long time no see. But I'm back. In black. Jack Black. Speaking of Jack Black, I am replaying Brutal Legend. One of Double Fine's more underrated games. Well, technically I'm replaying two games. I'm replaying Brutal Legend and Death Stranding. Because, you know, it's been a while since I played Death Stranding, and I want to be on top of the plot that happens in the second game. Which, it still makes me laugh, because apparently they had to change the story because Kojima was worried that he might predict the future again. So he's like, alright, we had to change the story for Death Stranding 2 because it might actually happen in real life, so we changed it so it won't happen in real life. So, poor Kojima. He didn't ask to be this era's Nostradamus, but here we are. Like, you think he just makes dope games? Nope, he also predicts the future. Poor guy. I've heard Loser so many times on Spotify. I look forward to actually watching Has-Been Hotel so I can hear the song with context. Doing alright today, glad to see you around. Keep the time travels from the 1800s away. Kojima was damned to wield the power of prophecy, yeah. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Oh, there's your electric swing. Swing low, sweet chariot. Mm-hmm. Electric swing. Man. Is that best tactical or what? Tactical. What is Tomoko's outfit today? It's a democracy manifest. Damn. Took a screenshot of my stats, but not the name of the armor. What the fuck? Oh. Yeah, this is really outdated. Look at that, level 50. I'm level 69 right now. Level 50, and for some reason, 0 eagle kills? That's literally impossible. Eagle airstrike and cluster bomb on like bread and butter. Yeah, this is really outdated. It's probably when the stats were bugged. Pun intended. I heard an earthquake an hour ago? Ooh boy. Why would Mother Nature conspire against us? Democracy starts young. Well, apparently the average age for Helldivers 18.7, so you're not wrong. What is anatomy? There's this this artist on DeviantArt that I still quote to this day because it's like the funniest descriptions I've ever seen. Oh man, I'm gonna need to find it, but one of the things I keep quoting is, what is anatomy? It's the funniest thing you could ever put in the description for a picture. What is anatomy? I'm gonna see if I can find it. I don't know if the artist is still active, so hopefully they don't mind me name dropping them.
Girl, test my love every single last drop. Won't be satisfied, baby, till you begging me to stop. Oops, there you go, it's the boy again. I mean, the cocky motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I got it. Oh, it's the best. Okay, hopefully they don't mind me name dropping them, but this is like the funniest description ever. Okay, so it's a great picture. And then you have what is anatomy? One Piece fan art, and isn't Ruffy or any of these sexy men? What has happened? This is Boa Hancock, the most beautiful woman. Though she's in One Piece, so that's not saying much. Oh god, guys, I love One Piece. At first, I refused to watch it because of the ugly art, but it was not pretty enough. That's why I can't even say that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Almost every picture from this artist has like the funniest descriptions ever. To the point where I had to screenshot it because it's so fun. Well, yeah, definitely check out Hype Mitako if you want to have a good laugh reading descriptions. Yeah. It was 2010, okay? It was a different time.
I know that you're hiding something from me that's been close to yours. Now I felt it creeping up every day, baby, right from the start. I know that look you give when we're fighting. 'Cause I used to be the one who was lying, oh lying. Oh, is there someone else?
Yeah, it's wild.
I wanna keep you close.
What's a Bieber?
I don't wanna lose my spot.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
You hurting him or you hurting me. If I ain't with you, I don't wanna be.
I still remember Bieber Fever.
Oh no, I don't deserve someone loyal to me. Don't you think I see? Not
I get this is light armor, but something does bother me. The fact that, look, there's just nothing here. Look at all that empty space. You know, like, you're protected right here, but your arms are just completely exposed to the elements. I mean, at least you got some cool gauntlets. But, oh, oops. Yeah, I mean, I get it, it's light armor, so technically your only protection is this, 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 and this. But damn. Oh, and this. But... talk about really light armor. That's rough, buddy. Cautionary tale. Arms are just that lol, okay. Alright, bet. That's the fun thing about drawing, is just looking at reference photos and just realizing, wait a minute. I see a problem. Especially armor. Like, I've seen my fair share of YouTube videos talking about, like, the impracticality of certain armor from games, and fascinating stuff. It also makes me feel bad, because it's like, oh damn, you get hit, it's over, dude. That is not armor, that is just false confidence.
You can act all shy, but you know...
Just don't get hit, what's the problem? Just don't get hit, bro. You don't need armor if you don't get hit.
In the dead of night,
Just make no mistakes, and you'll be fine.
to live with you. So terrified of the road that takes you. Me too. Don't modify, everyone adores you. At least I do. Right where the blackbirds sigh.
I do prefer my armor to not protect my thigh, the easiest point to puncture my vital arteries. Yeah. That's another thing. People are like, why didn't you shoot him in the leg? It's like, if you shoot him in the leg, he'll die even faster. That's not as non-lethal as people think. Like, getting shot is already a problem, but getting shot in the leg is like guaranteed death. Human beings are really sensitive. I'm not sure if you know that.
Me too. Don't modify, everyone adores
The thing that made me laugh was like way back
you.
when people were like talking about Dead Space 1, and like one of the game over animations is Isaac losing an arm and just falling to the ground and dying. And people were like complaining, it's like, what the fuck, you just die because you lose an arm? And I'm like, guy just lost an arm in the most brutal way possible and you wouldn't die? Like, how invincible do you think you are? I just thought that was like the funniest thing. Like this really over-the-top animation of a character losing their arm, and people were complaining, oh, you die from that? What a baby. I'd win. It's like, I'm sorry, but Isaac Clarke is not Master Chief, and even then, I don't think Master Chief, like, would respond very well to losing an arm either. I'm simply built different. Armor in the highest difficulty in every game is the funniest joke ever. Yeah, the one that's the worst is actually Grand Theft Auto 5. Like, armor is a joke in GTA 5. Unless you're actually wearing the heavy armor that affects your movement. But I remember, like, for the longest time, like, way before Heist, by the way, in Grand Theft Auto Online, as well as the single player, you can buy, like, the best armor in the game, and it does nothing. Like, you will take one shot from an assault rifle, and your armor is gone. And that was, like, the most expensive armor in the game. Like, why, Rockstar? Do you not like armor? Do you think it's for babies or something? Like, why is it that GTA 4 is the last Grand Theft Auto that actually has armor that feels like armor? Like, it's a joke. And, you know, the Juggernaut armor, the one that you get for that one heist in single player, that's the only time you get to use it, unless you have, like, a trainer cheat system. That's infuriating. I mean, apparently you can wear that online, but I think you have to, like, call it in. You can't just have it. It's dumb. But that's Grand Theft Auto Online. Grand Theft Auto Online is, like, an entire lesson's worth of what not to do for a multiplayer game. Just... what is balance? There is no balance. When everyone's super, no one is. What does it feel to get shot? Well, I mean, getting shot in general just saps you of whatever energy you have left. Unless you have adrenaline kicking, then you're not gonna realize you got shot until much later, which is gonna, like, amplify the pain. It's like, oh, this is the pain you were supposed to be experiencing like an hour ago, but now that the adrenaline's gone, here's all that pain compounded with interest. So, you enjoy that. I've never been shot, but I've seen, like, countless, like, videos talking about that experience, and, the most common thing is it's not fun. You don't want to get shot, just in general. But yeah, like, that's the big thing, is, like, it just saps you of your energy. Funny enough, the anime Black Lagoon actually covered that. Like, a bunch of kids are, like, playing on the playground, like, pretending to get shot, and then, like, Revy, like, one of the main characters, like, yeah, that's not how that works. Like, this is how it feels to actually get shot, and she pretends to get shot, and just completely collapses on the ground. And the kids are like, yeah, but that's not fun. It's like, well, getting shot's not fun either, dude. Like, here's the most realistic depiction of getting shot. It's not fun. Like, I'd rather do other things than getting shot. Depends on the side of the bullet and the balls. That's true. Oh my god, I have a video scheduled to upload on YouTube probably tomorrow. I was playing Killer 7, I actually finally went back to it, and there's this cutscene that just made me absolutely lose it. And it deals with somebody getting shot. Just... no fucking shot.
I've been cheated by you since I don't know when. So I made up my mind, it must come to an end. Look at me now, will I ever learn? I don't know how, but I suddenly lose control. There's a fire inside my soul. Just one look and I can hear a bell ring. One more look and I forget everything. Whoa, whoa, Mamma Mia, here I go again. My, how could I resist ya? Mamma Mia, does it show again? My, just how much I missed ya. Yeah, I've been broken hearted.
Still at work? Oh, welcome back. The transition from getting shot in the balls to have a video schedule is terrifying. Yeah, well... He says it's too early for Halloween. Real life is already scary. Damn. Armor is fun to draw, but it takes like 10 years. I finally finished drawing the arms. Oh my goodness. I feel bad for the people who have to make Halo armor. It takes forever. But it looks dope as fuck though, so there's that. That's one upside. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the sketch for tonight. And I'll do the line art probably off stream. This line art takes forever too. But great thing about line art is you basically can just stop thinking because all the hard work is already done. All you're doing is just going over the lines again with a finer pen. So there's that. But still, as long as I get most of it done, I can start using it as a thumbnail, so... If I'm feeling up to it, I can do a Helldiver stream later. A separate stream, not like the same stream. It's too much for YouTube to handle. I actually started late today. I was supposed to start at like 2 PM Eastern time, but... like, YouTube is giving OBS problems, which I've never seen before. Like, I tried streaming, and it would just stream in, like, 4:3 resolution. So I had, like, I had to watch a YouTube tutorial on how to fix that. It's the weirdest thing. You hate June? What about May? Doom Eternal Armor takes 3 eons? Oh jeez. I don't even want to think about drawing Doom Armor. Shoot, if somebody commissioned me to draw Doom Armor, it might actually cost like a second character. What the fuck? Like, if the armor or prop is too complicated, yeah, it will count as like a separate character. So you're basically paying for like 2 characters. May is awesome, I don't know why even Like nothing happens, nothing bad happens in May. True. I don't have any bad memories attached to May, so I'll take your word for it. Oh, I actually have the name of the armor. It's SC-34 Infiltrator. You don't have much armor, but you do run pretty fast, and the stamina regen is nice. And if you're into stealth, this is one of the armors that you can wear. Excuse me, the suit's plutonium-238 nuclear battery enables environmental scanning long after the user has ceased operation. Oh yeah, that's fun. It's like, yeah, you might die, but your suit still works. Isn't that nice? Gotta head out now. Take care, Sir Daffrin. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.
Under the open sky, oh my, baby, I'm trying.
Boy, I hear you in my dreams. I feel you whisper across the sea. I keep you with me in my heart. You make it easier when life gets hard.
Lucky I'm in love with my best friend. Lucky to have been where I have been. Lucky to be coming home again.
Bro died and he took his armor. The amount of disrespect. Well, thankfully these suits are one size fits all.
The sea to an island where we'll meet. You'll hear the music, feel the air. I'll put a flower in your hair.
Golden breezes through the trees move so pretty. You're all
Had to mute the mic because I'm eating chips, and I don't know if you want to hear crunch ASMR. Crunch.
right here, right now.
Lucky I'm in love with my best friend. Lucky to have been where I have been. Lucky to be coming home again. Lucky we're in love in every way. Lucky to have stayed when we have stayed. Lucky to be coming home someday.
We gotta do a month playlist. Tier list. Well, my birthday's in October, so that's already in the top tier. Plus there's Halloween. Yeah, pretty good. Keep the crunching to a minimum, or give me some. But they're nacho chips, though. Nacho chips. Nacho chips.
Didn't know that the party was over. And it's true that I need you here closer. Burning photos. How to learn to let go of I used to be somebody in another skin.
Happy birthday, but yeah.
You're happy without me, and now it's
October's a good excuse to play horror games too.
it kills me a little. That's okay, 'cause I die for you. You know I'd still die for you. I hope you're getting everything you needed. Found the puzzle piece and feel completed. Just wanted you to know every reason. Hope you really know that I mean that. Couldn't see the forest from the trees. Only time we speak is in my dreams.
Be your chips.
Burning photos. How to learn to let go of.
Might have too much chips on your dip.
Somebody in another skin. I've heard that you're happy without me, and I hope it's true. It kills me a little. That's okay, 'cause I die for you. You know I'd still die for you.
Imagine eating chips, just thin slices of potato. A potato. December is rough. I know it's supposed to be like a jolly holiday season, but December's usually... Like you said, everything comes to a head. Whatever dramas you had just get worse. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Plus, it's cold. That sucks. I only like the cold when I'm trying to sleep, not being cold all the time. How dare climate change affect my circadian rhythm?
dress for winter, even though it was the middle of June. I watched you get undressed.
I mean, I feel like it stops being cold
'Cause I couldn't stay.
when you hit the middle of the year. You start the next year and it's still cold. Winter just doesn't want to leave. It's even cold in summer. What is going on? Well, we know what's going on. It's not pretty. Damn it.
Tell me what you really feel. Do you like me? Just say you do. I climbed up your front porch and I doorbell ditched you and I felt so bad. Ooh, couldn't cop to what I did, so I laughed myself sick all the way to my car. Oh. Tell me how you feel about me. Do you like me? Tell me what you really feel. Do you like me? Just say you do.
I like it when it's warm before I go to bed. Heated blanket. Did you see that one blanket that has air conditioning? Well, not blanket. It's actually a mattress cover that's got like an air conditioner connected to it. Yeah, the thing's like thousands of bucks. 1600, I think. It's outrageous, but apparently it's really comfy. Because you got the best of both worlds. Imagine you got like a heated blanket, but an air-conditioned comforter. So, it's a better investment than a waterbed, I guess. Still, $1,600 is not a joke. If it is a joke, it's probably not a very funny one. Even with my twisted sense of humor. Too hot where I live during the summer. Oh yeah, 1600 for a damn blanket. Well, mattress cover, but yeah. So just combine the mattress cover with your heated blanket and you'll be unstoppable. You go to sleep and you're going straight to Elysium. Valhalla, if you prefer. Or you made ride eternal, shiny and chrome. I mean, twisted sense of humor is like the best sense of humor. Why would you want to play it safe if you're a comedian? If you're not pushing boundaries as a comedian, then you're just stuck with knock-knock jokes. And even then, knock-knock jokes can get pretty, extreme, given the right, execution. Finally caught up with Cobra Kai, by the way. Finished season 5 a couple days ago. Really good. Just hope that season 6 ends on a high note, because apparently it's the final season. And even though Netflix wants them to do a 7th season, the creators are like, nah, we want to end this show on our own terms, so season 6 is going to be the last season of Cobra Kai. Which is really good. I actually rewatched The Karate Kid with my family yesterday, so that was fun. Very nostalgic, very 80s movie. I think my only gripe with it is it ends really abruptly. Like, the moment he wins the tournament, they roll credits. It's hilarious. But I guess for the time, they just thought, hey, if we're gonna end the movie, we might as well end it on, like, the highest note. So there you go. He wins the tournament, and roll credits. But yeah, Cobra Kai is really good. It's probably the best way you could ever, you know, bring back an old IP in modern times. I still remember watching Cobra Kai when it was on YouTube Red. When it was still called YouTube Red, but they changed the name because it sounded way too close to RedTube. Whoops. But yeah, when Netflix bought them out, there was kind of like an awkward period, and I saw that because I rewatched all the seasons leading up to season 5, because that's the season I didn't watch. They had to take a break from shooting because of the pandemic, but they resumed shooting, and then they, you know, did season 5, and they started shooting season 6 this year, I believe. So who knows? Maybe it'll come out towards the end of the year or next year. But yeah, during season 3 was when they got bought out by Netflix, and it kind of got a little awkward. The season 3 finale was really janky, and it's funny because season 4 had to spend a huge amount of time just fixing the problems of the season 3 finale. Because there is some goofy shit happening in the finale for season 3. Like, I get it, you know, just no merger is clean. Like, if you get bought out by another company, you better expect the quality of whatever you're selling to just drop. So in terms of story, yeah, the season 3 finale was a mess. Like, actually cringe. But they were able to recover. In fact, season 5 is probably my favorite season of Cobra Kai. It's that good. Like, I didn't realize how amazing they could, like, make you just, I can't gush about it enough without getting into spoilers. I'll just say, go watch Cobra Kai. Yeah, just watch it. At the very least, watch the first episode of Cobra Kai, and then you can just, you know, decide whether or not you want to continue. Because the first episode is a good vertical slice of what to expect for the rest of the series. So if you like the first episode, you'll like the rest of it. Season 3 finale aside. And even if you haven't watched Karate Kid or its sequels for the longest time, that's fine, because the show does an amazing job just bringing you back up to speed. And if they bring back a character from the movies, they're more than happy to show you, like, snippets. Just so organically done that it's great. Makes you appreciate the old movies too. And that's, like, the best thing you can do about, like, a reboot. Not really a reboot, but honestly, Cobra Kai feels like a sequel. It doesn't feel like a reimagining or a reboot or remake, whatever. No, it's like you watch Karate Kid 1 through 3, and then you watch Cobra Kai. This is essentially Karate Kid 4. YouTube Red is what YouTube Premium used to be called before they changed the name because it sounded way too close to a porno site. So, it's old history, but I still remember when it was called YouTube Red, because it's funny. You don't let that go. No, Netflix didn't buy out YouTube Red. Netflix bought out Cobra Kai. And probably a couple other shows, too. YouTube still owns YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium is just YouTube Red, renamed. In fact, I wonder if Cobra Kai is still on YouTube. At least the first season, anyway.
Sometimes I look in her eyes, and that's where I find a glimpse of us. And I try to fall for her touch, but I'm thinking of the way it was. Said I'm fine, and said I moved on. I'm only here passing time in her arms, hoping I'll find a glimpse.
Grandpa. Video gamer grandpa. Isn't that channel's already the thing? No, there was that one dude, he was like a military sniper who plays like Battlefield, and he uses his real-life sniping skill to just frickin' pwn noobs on Battlefield. That's funny. Can't remember the name of his channel though. But you'll probably find him. Just type in like Grandpa Sniper plays Battlefield or something. Beware of old men in professions where the men die young. Whatever that phrase is. I butchered the quote, but you get what I mean. Still music so far. I try. We'll have to leave again. See you guys later. Take it easy, Your Majesty. That Grandpa Sniper is so cracked, you knew that the hacker was cheater. Oh boy. You're about to break your phone? Oh man. It's always a tricky thing about watching streams on your phone. My phone heats up like a freaking microwave when I try to play like Honkai Impact or Star Rail for too long. Those games are intense, but they look beautiful. Like, how is this a phone game? MiHoYo knows magic, apparently. I have not played Genshin Impact, but I can imagine that would make your phone just explode. Freaking open world game on your phone, are you kidding me? I mean, Honkai Impact also has an open world, but it's like segmented from the game. You have to load into it. So I guess that will save you some cell phone explosions. We alone? Well, you're never alone if you have Jesus in your heart. That was from Ted, I think? It's either the first Ted or the second Ted movie. I've only seen the movies once, but I heard the TV show's really good. Which, you know, I'm not always, like, 100% on board with Seth MacFarlane's sense of humor, but Ted's pretty good. The difference between Genshin and Honkai is, Genshin is open world, while Honkai is specifically, like, level to level, chapter by chapter. They didn't add open world until later, and even then that's its own thing. Like, you get additional rewards for doing the open world. That's not like the main project. Now, I might have to walk back on that because they came out with part 2, which is funny because it's still Honkai Impact, but you boot up into the game and you can start playing part 2 in the game that's supposed to be part 1. I think part 2 has some open world elements. The hub world looks different. I haven't gotten to it yet. I'm still like 1 chapter behind. The funny thing about me playing Honkai Impact and Honkai Star Rail is I'm now playing 2 games that have dailies, and that just eats up so much time, and now I'm behind on both games. Which has more jiggle physics? Probably Honkai Impact. Honkai Star Rail is relatively safe? Question mark? I don't know. Honkai Impact, all the characters except for like 2 playable characters on the open world bits are female. Like, I think in part 2 you can make your self-insert character male, but that's like very rare, because you start off with the default female avatar with part 2. Honkai Star Rail, on the other hand, has both male and female characters, so, you know, if you want jiggle physics, I'm pretty sure Honkai Impact is your best bet, because there's more ladies. Now, the game's not perfect, obviously. It had its fair share of dumb stuff going on, because the game is made in China, and they do have to worry about censorship, unfortunately. There was this one event where they had to remove a music video, because all the characters were like in bunny girl outfits. And a lot of people, especially in the West, loved it, but apparently a lot of the Chinese players did not enjoy the fact that their favorite characters are in bunny girl outfits, so they had to take down that music video as well as one card from the game, so that was frustrating. I mean, you can still watch it, you just type in friggin' Honkai Impact Bunny Girl and you'll get it, but still, considering that the game is made in China, it's kind of a miracle that they're able to get away with a lot. Just, the game, both games, actually all 3 games, Honkai Impact, Genshin Impact, and Honkai Star Rail all make stupid amounts of money. Because as far as like gacha games go, they're like one of the best. Honkai Impact especially, I can personally vouch for that one. Like, I'm playing Star Rail, and it's fun too. I like both. But the gacha mechanics in Honkai Impact are the absolute best because of the pity system, which is just incredible. Like, they have a system where if you don't get the thing you want from the premium banner after like a certain number of pulls, they just give it to you. So like, oh, this brand new character just came out. If you do 100 pulls and you still didn't get the character, we'll just give it to you. And if you don't finish, like you got like 50 pulls and then you stopped doing the gacha, the loot boxes, it carries over to the next banner. So the next time they introduce a new character, you don't have to do 100 pulls, you just do the remaining 50, and it carries over. Same with the weapons, same with the equipment. They have banners that just straight up give it to you because they want you to use it. And it's the best. Absolutely love it. And the game is like really generous because it's an old game, so they're probably not getting as many new players in there as much as before. So the people who are now getting into it or still playing it, they reward like ridiculously well. Like, I am drowning in gold coins. Like, I will never be able to spend every single gold coin because I just have so much. Honkai Star Rail isn't as generous, unfortunately, and I get it, you know, it's a brand new game on the block, but what annoys me with Star Rail is they don't have a pity system. They have a thing called a 50-50 system, where if you do a certain number of pulls and you still didn't get the thing you want, then the next pull you'll get like a 50% chance of getting it. And if you don't get it, if you lose the 50-50, then the whole thing resets and you have to do more pulls. Like, there's no guaranteed you'll get this character. Like, you can lose 50-50 after 50-50. And I hate that. Like, just give the thing. But still, aside from that, Honkai Star Rail is neat. I love the character interactions. The characters are fun. Same with the Honkai Impact. I mean, the Hoyo knows how to make characters fun. They know how to make them fun. Story can be a mess sometimes, but there's part of the fun in that because, like, even the characters are trying to figure out what's going on, and they have their own interpretations on stuff that happens, so Yeah, you'll never be bored. I mean, my approach for a lot of these gacha games are just, I'm gonna play for free as long as I can, and if I'm still enjoying the game after like half a year, I'll spend money just to support the developer, not because I desperately need to get something. You know? Like, a gacha game being free is supposed to be like a highlight, not like, oh, it's free, but you also need to pay this to actually have proper fun. It's like, no. I had fun with Honkai Impact for like 6 months before I decided to give them money, just because I wanted to support the developers. It's like, hey, thanks for keeping the servers up. You know, good job. Been playing that game for 6 years. Still play it every day. I mean, I may be behind on both Star Rail and Impact, but still. A lot of fun you can have for free. Hear that Clash Royale. One thing, though, I would love if Honkai Impact got the Neon Genesis Evangelion event back, because that was like a one-time thing. Thankfully, I did get Asuka. I got her to like triple S rank, got her weapon, but still, it was a really fun mode, and a lot of people have been asking to unlock Asuka again. She is a fun character. Grandpa. Back in my day. Back in my day, we had a thing called cheat codes, where if you wanted something in a game, you could just put that in and just get it. Now you have to spend money just to get cosmetics. Now, the thing that worries me, though, is like a lot of kids apparently are growing up not knowing what a mouse and keyboard is or what a controller is. That's a problem. Like, those parents have failed them. Like, look, your kid doesn't know what a mouse and keyboard is, and they don't know what a controller is. Do you not have them like have like a Nintendo Switch or a gaming PC? Like, what? I mean, don't get me wrong, a tablet is fun, but that's not like the only thing. You gotta introduce them to the other stuff too. Like, damn.
How did that loneliness smile all the time?
Gen Alpha is the end of us? Oh, I hope not. Jeez. I'm like, alright, look. Just get your kid a console or a gaming PC, depending on how much you want to babysit them, because if you give them a gaming PC, then you also have to worry about what dubious websites they go to. They're gonna go on DeviantArt. So, yeah, but at least, you know, get them used to using a mouse and keyboard, because if you're gonna be typing up a resume, you're gonna have a much easier time doing that with a keyboard than a freaking screen. And plus, with a gaming PC, you get to introduce them to the majesty that is mods.
Fill your heart with smoke. And the first thing that you want will be the last thing you ever need.
Huge part of the fun having a gaming PC is just taking your favorite games and just adding mods to just make things wackier than you remembered. Gorilla Tag and Skibbity Toilet. And to be fair, like, it's not like I didn't grow up with my fair share of crazy, Gmod videos, but... and later SFM. But yeah, you know, a lot of classic videos that you probably showed your kids. Like, Kitty. Frickin' Team Fabulous. Team Fabulous 2 and Moments with Heavy. Like, if you enjoy Skibbity Toilet, here's frickin' Moments with Heavy. And not that there's anything wrong with enjoying new stuff, it's just, you know, pay respect to your YouTube history. I mean, there's a reason why I have a YouTube playlist of just comedy videos that make me laugh. Like, sure, some of the jokes may be outdated, but the memories are still nice. Sonic Werewolf Monster, Team Fabulous 2. Yeah, you'll know it. Like, you type in Team Fabulous 2, you see the thumbnail, you'll recognize it. It's like one of the most famous Team Fortress 2 videos. Rest in peace, Kitty. He already passed away a while back, but thankfully his YouTube channel's still up. Not scientifically possible. Yep, that video still gets views. That's the algorithm at work. Funny enough, that's not the first time I had like a huge video just blow up for no reason. I had like this World War Z video that was just the airplane scene, but for some reason YouTube just kept recommending it to people. And I was getting tired of the comments just being like absolute cringe. Because, you know, it's freaking airplane, zombies attacking it, you know, people make edgy jokes and shit. So I just delisted that video. But it was like, it had like 700,000 views, if I remember correctly.
I've always been the one to say.
But yeah, the YouTube algorithm's weird.
Had to love and lose 100 million times. Had to get it wrong to know just what I like.
I mean, it's not perfect, but I enjoyed World War Z. The game is also really good, too. I like World War Z because it's like one of the few zombie movies I know that actually has like a happy ending. Like, they actually find a way to combat the zombies, so they'll eventually be able to return life back to normal. You got recommended twice? Jeez. I mean, I still love Invader Zim to this day. I just find it funny that YouTube is like, alright, well, we want more people to know its existence.
I knew that was the end of it all. I should have stayed at home. 'Cause now there ain't no letting you go. Am I falling in love with the one that could break my heart? Oh no, I was doing better alone. But when you said hello, I knew that was the end of it all. I should have stayed at home. 'Cause now there ain't no letting you go. Am I falling in love with the one that could break my heart? I wonder when you go if I stay on your mind. Two can play that game, but you
Apocalypse shows are just brutal. Yeah, Invader Zim wouldn't really be an apocalypse show, but just because of how dark things can get, yeah, I believe it.
attention, you know you can get whatever you want from me. Whenever you want
still need to watch that new Fallout show, which I think is also on Amazon Prime? Question mark? So yeah, there's plenty of stuff on Amazon that I want to check out.
'Cause I was doing better alone, but when you said hello, I knew that was the end of it all. I should have stayed. 'Cause now there ain't no letting you go. Am I falling in love with the one that could break my heart? Oh no, I was doing better alone, but when you said hello, I knew that was the end of it all. I should have stayed. 'Cause now there ain't no letting you go. Am I falling in love with the one that could break my heart? Break my heart. Break my heart. Am I falling in love with the one that could break my heart? I would've stayed at home, 'cause I was doing better alone. But when you said hello, I knew that was the end of it all. I should've stayed at home, 'cause now there ain't no letting you go. Am I falling in love with the one that could break my heart? Oh no.
Curve of the legs. Yeah, because you don't want characters to stand up perfectly straight, otherwise it looks boring. So yeah, the little trick where you just make it look goofy. I mean, still looks pretty stable, but yeah, look at that dance. How draw mirrored? That's a trick, you don't. That's the best thing, you don't. Just make sure the proportions are more or less correct and you can get away with a lot. Like a lot.
Traveling lights, how it usually goes. Mind open wide with the
But it's mirrored to me.
Start at the bottom,
Aw.
family knows, unravel the tale of the world that I chose. Seek an answer in an infinite skyline, a promising refrain, but the
That just means that I drew it well enough that it looks identical.
I just don't have
Sorta.
the time, half the time, wondering whether the weather will give me some sunshine. Reaching outward for a lifeline that I won't find in this lifetime. Descend into dystopia created in my mind. 'Cause it's not fine and it hasn't been for a while now. It feels like a struggle to smile now. Like, is anything really worthwhile? How can it be? Trial and error, kind of lifestyle that I lead, leaving me high and dry. Can smile with basically anyone, but the riddles and who I can frown beside. My chaotic good alliance, I forgets about it. Revelation, solitary confinement in a wet and crowded station. Just defeated light within the dark of life inside quotation marks. Maybe something's missing in this overcast heart. I'm always reaching out, shine away. Don't feel like you gotta stay. Better keep it just me. It's better that we trust me. Despite my distorted and selfish heart, thinking you and I could be like so widely apart. I figure let's be lonely together till the weather clears up. That's enough, like hazy skyscrapers into the sky. Unkids eyes side by side, gotta leave it all behind. My broken heart was blinded by your beautiful mind, and even if I could rewind to think, I'll likely wind up lying in a desperate kind of silence deep inside of this soul, to where my heart is where the darkness tends to swallow me whole. We're told to smile for those you feel like you owe it, conceal, and happiness never show it. Get into character, everyone's watching, staring, comparing, there's no sign of stopping. I'm dead on my feet, but I'm also dead set on not dropping. But someone explain why I wish every woman stopped talking. Better start walking. If today is the day, I don't wanna pretend I accept that. We forget being human is never a setback. Staying true to yourself, don't regret that. A weakness is strength, I respect that. Speaking up is impossible, nobody gets that. Wanna spell it out with a melody. Keep on telling myself it'll turn into something. Burning inside as I'm learning this life is eternally searching for anyone else who can say that they felt that. My sense of myself has me held back. Continue chasing that reflection of my innermost pain. Within the weary smile of someone else I thought was the same. I'm always reaching out, shine away. Don't feel like you gotta stay. Better keep it just me. It's better that we trust me. Despite my distorted and selfish heart, thinking
You're about to break your phone.
like so widely apart. I figure let's be lonely together till
Well, don't do that. Just start beating up your bed. It's very cathartic.
Side by side, gotta leave it all behind. Reaching out, shine away. Don't feel like you gotta stay. Better keep it just me. It's better that we trust me. Despite our distorted and selfish heart. Really, you and I are not alike, so let's keep apart. I'll kick it just me, lonely, forever. Cause whenever I stop and I look in your eyes, I realize that you just exist within my mind. La 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 la. I'm just a hazy skyscraper fade into the sky. Be like a hazy skyscraper fade into the sky. Forever hazy skyscrapers fade into the sky. Now hazy skyscraper, really there's no place I belong.
Getting late over there? Anytime I may leave. Want to text properly, but my phone refuses to take what I want. Yeah, autocorrect can be unreliable. Yeah, lucky for you, I'm actually almost finished up with the sketch, so yeah. And I've been streaming for what? Almost 4 hours. Look at that. My first stream in months, and I'm back with content. Yeah. Well, this is actually the sketch. Outline is already done. Only thing left to do is the cake.
Does she mean you forgot about me? Oh, I hope you're happy, but not like how you were with me. I'm selfish, I know, I can't let you go. So find someone great, but don't find no one better. I hope you're happy, but don't be happier. I hope you're happier. So very happy. And do you tell her she's the most beautiful girl you've ever seen? Eternal love nonsense, you know you'll never meet. Remember when I believed you meant it when you said it first to me. And now I'm picking her apart, like cutting her down makes you miss my wretched heart. She's beautiful, she's so kind, she probably gives you butterflies. So I hope you're happy, but not like how you were with me. I'm selfish, I know, I can't.
Yeah, it's a sketch. Do you see how like rough the lines are? Yeah, this is a sketch. Let me show you an example of my line art. So this is what a sketch looks like from yours truly. Line art looks more like... like this. Now this is line art. Line art and color. You see how crisp those lines are? It's beautiful. Yeah, this is line art. This is a sketch. Now, I'm glad that my sketches look refined enough to look like line art. That's good. But also bad if you're trying to draw something in a hurry. But still, that's my style, and I'm happy with it. Of course, I'm always open to improve my technique. I don't want to be stagnant, but still, crispy as fuck. Extra crispy. What I like to do is basically once the sketch is done, I like adding like additional duplicates of the sketch and just put it on top of it to make the lines really stick out. It's my hidden technique. Because without it, I mean, it still looks good. Because, you know, sketches always look good, but when you add that extra layer, boom! It's nice. But yeah, basically, the whole idea of the sketch is because there's emotes in the game. In fact, I need to boot up the game real quick because even I forgot what does the prompt look like.
All that I have left, pills and good advice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure emote is set to E, or actually, to emote it's B on the keyboard, but to receive an emote you press E. So, probably one thing I need to boot up. Or just, you know, look up a YouTube video and see what the prompt is. Real quick though. It's not gonna take too long, hopefully.
I know that something's missing, or rather something else is there. I spend the day existing, you spend it being unaware. The times I wake up smiling, feel like I'm making
Yo, how's it going, Syrup? Actually just finishing up, so you made it just in time. But don't worry, I'll be streaming Helldivers either later tonight or tomorrow, so at least I can use this nice thumbnail to go along with it. But yeah, how's it been? It's been a while, huh?
I need a sign to number 5. The straighter the line, the more it's been made. Circles confined, it's by design, but at least the 3D printers made. I need a sign to number 5.
Got an idea on how you could improve anatomy? By all means, do tell.
It's by design, but at least the 3D printers made. I've been building all for you. I've been texting on the freeway just to talk to you.
Tell me your secrets.
You wouldn't want me to, but I know if any later you won't follow through. Yeah.
And I noticed you've had it hard, even since the attack. And I would take you up to the stars if I knew you'd be back. And I have noticed you've had it hard, even since the attack. And I would take you up to the stars if I knew you'd be back.
Please, tonight, I asked you to stream and I missed the past few hours because I had to help my friend. Wow. Well, points for being a good friend, so no worries there. And don't feel bad, I actually had to start late today because YouTube was giving me trouble with streaming. Like, how dare you not stream for a long time? We're just gonna reset all your settings and have you fumble around with a YouTube tutorial for a bit. Let's see. Corn, but with a P.
If everything were better, then I'm sure I'd be a little less emotional. I never really understood
British Broadcasting Service? Or British Broadcasting Company? Oh boy. Oh boy.
you're looking quite like my mirror. I'm plagiarizing everything, stuttering soliloquies. Who am I again? Is this the storm before the calm? Is it the clock or just the ticking of the bomb? We sacrifice what we both need. But if I fight for you, then how do we proceed? And if you fight for me, then how do we proceed?
Man.
If we fight again, then how
Like, I get it, it's stealth armor, but there really isn't that much color on the... I mean, look, you have the yellow here. And that's it. That's literally it. Wow, it's, really dark. I mean, I think it still looks good. She kind of looks like Darth Vader, though. Oh.
So now I'm telling them,
Not safe for work. Just gotta know the body and how the fluidity works. Yep, that's actually, yeah. We're gonna have to get used to drawing naked people, folks. Them's the breaks.
start to climb and then I get a little higher. I'm a coward, it don't matter what I do from I can't do it anymore till I can do it, I can do it. Told myself I wanna die, so how am I supposed to prove it now? Spent too many of my minutes getting higher. I've attempted way too much to even count. I've been committed, but committed to the people that
Still, I think it looks pretty good. Of course, I'm biased, I drew it. But it's important to have confidence. I love this picture. Yeah, I need some contrast.
don't cry for me. For I found peace in the madness,
Well, the cape has some yellow.
in the madness.
Don't cry for me.
For I found peace in the madness.
Peace in the madness.
But on my last day out, let me scream to God, family, friends, and enemies.
Well, I think it'll look better when I actually give it proper lines on the line art and then go full color. Because right now, yeah.
To me, so I can hear my voice at all.
Best thing I can probably do is just add a little bit of lighting here and there.
Seems I never do. You could try to help, carries every size. All that I'd have left, pills and good advice. And I can try to heal, carries every
There you go.
size. All
Just a little bit anyway.
left, pills and good advice.
remember I was your hero. Yeah. I'd wear your heart like a symbol.
Okay, that looks better.
I couldn't save you from my darkest truth of all.
Use a red background, then you can probably do purple. Well, this is just a sketch. I'm gonna do all that later. But still, even for a sketch, I'm really happy with the way this turned out. Especially with the stream, too. Thought the stream was gonna be an absolute mess because it's been so long and I would just never be able to move on from the sketch phase, but no, it's like riding a bike. It's not as awkward as I thought it was going to be. Oh, yeah? How is this a sketch? Well, it's a sketch with color. So, it is technically a sketch, just a very cleaned up one. And like I said, like, my line art, this is my freaking line art. Like, compared to the sketch, which is this, boom. I mean, even then the sketch looks good. Look at that. Like, I'm actually making progress with my life. Isn't that nice? Even the sketch looks good. It's all good. Yeah. Yeah, I'll work on the line art and color off stream, but for now, I'd say this would be a pretty good thumbnail for the Helldiver stream, either tonight or maybe tomorrow. We'll see. If anything, I'll probably, if everything's great, like I can get things working, I'll stream like 2 hours from now. It's gonna be Helldivers 2. Lobby is gonna be open for everybody. Feel free to jump in. But yeah, hang on. Seeing now this is gonna be a thumbnail.
I can't get it out of my head. No, I can't shake this feeling that crawls in my bed. I try to hide it, but I know you know me. I try to fight it, but I'd rather be free. Yeah, I'll always be less than zero. You tried your best with me, I know.
That is way too small, and plus, for some reason, she's transparent. Oh no. Which one is this? Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Actually need a proper wallpaper for this. Oh, that looks great. Okay. There you go. That's a nice thumbnail, don't you think? Alright. Cool! I think that just about does it. How's it going, Soul? Actually just about to wrap up, but yeah, it was fun. I'll just go ahead and walk that back real quick. Alright, cool. Alright. Well, that's gonna be it for this stream, but I will try my best to stream 2 hours from now. Play some Helldivers 2 with everybody. Salty can't get Helldivers? Oh, damn. Well, to be fair, I don't have a PlayStation 5, but I do have a PC, so... I can get it running. Just... It's a shame about the frame rate. Which, to be fair, the frame rate is getting worse with each update. They're just adding too much to the game, I guess. But still. I can play Helldivers 2. Not the best way, but still pretty fun. But, oh, your syrup? Huh? Why does your username say something different? That is odd. Okay, well... We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyways, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Mechanization. Syrup. Y'all take care. And, see you, later. Bye-bye.
You ready to do something profoundly stupid?
Am I ready? Anytime.
It's time to tip the odds back in our favor.
Okay, it's game time.
Get in here! Oh, there you are!
This was it. It was almost over.
Did you see that, Zach? Clear as a crisp spring morning. I knew I could count on it. Never fails. Now then, let's get going.